Yes, my friends, it is time to play the music. It's time to light the lights because we are starting our brand new full franchise playthrough. All the versions of all the video games in a famous franchise, and today we have for you the Muppets. The Muppets need no introduction from me, do they? You know, they're the Muppets. Everyone knows the Muppets. Everyone likes the Muppets. What do I need to say about them? They had video games. They had a lot of video games, actually. We have for you about 46 games. Like, a chunk of those are just different versions of the same game, but that's what's on the list. If we play every version of every game, we have to do all the different versions. So, that's what's on offer. We've got educational games, we've got platformers, party games, racing games, all the things the Muppets should be in. The Muppets are very versatile. They can instantiate themselves in any number of medium, can't they? In any story, you put the Muppets in there. Any sort of video game, chuck the Muppets in there. Easy peasy. And that's what we're going to get today. And however long this damn franchise takes. Okay. Okay, let's see now. So the first game in our long list of Muppet games will be the very first Muppets game, which is Miss Piggy's Wedding. Interesting. Even more interesting because the game was never actually released. It was cancelled before it was finished. Let's take a look at this. Yay, look. That's it. Okay. As you can see there, we've got, you can see Miss Piggy. You can see Kermit. And you can see Gonzo at the top there. So this is... I'll tell you about this game because there's not really much to it. Like, it's a half-finished prototype. When I say half-finished, it's like not even half-finished, probably. This is a game released... Well, it was planned to be released on Atari, but was cancelled after the children's division, children's series, whatever they called it, shut down at Atari, so did this game. It's based on Muppets Take Manhattan, the film. In particular, the climax of Miss Piggy and Kermit's wedding. So this is a two-player game where you can play as... I'm playing as Miss Piggy at the moment. One of you plays as Kermit there. One of you plays as Miss Piggy. So the aim is for Kermit to escape the church by the doors at the bottom or the top. And to do that, Kermit's got to collect the key. Well, it's got to navigate around the church, avoid the yellow blocks, which are other people. They don't look like other people, they're just blocks. Grab the key there, which opens the doors of the church, so he can escape. But Miss Piggy has to try and catch Kermit. Like Miss Piggy right now. And if she gets the key, the doors close. I'll try and grab the key to show you. If all these so-called wedding guests get out of the way. There you go. See, the doors close at the bottom. And if Miss Piggy catches Kermit, something is supposed to happen, but it doesn't. The game just freezes and you can't control anyone again. Gonzo is at the top, officiating the wedding, I guess. He doesn't do anything. His sprite glitches and you move about sometimes. And yeah, obviously we don't know really what would have supposed to have happened. Let's see if I can control Kermit. There you go, we're controlling Kermit now. Yay! Fun, fun, fun. So yeah, the idea is to grab the key, open the doors, and then leave. I mean, even if this was finished, you can't really see. So you can't really leave the church. You're trapped. You've got to marry Miss Piggy, guys. I'm afraid. You're locked in. You can't leave via the front. That door doesn't open and close. I don't know if it's supposed to again. Yeah. It's a pretty simple game, as you might expect on an Atari. 2-player only game, so it's not going to appeal to everyone. But this is technically the very first Muppets game, even if it never got released. You can see it could be a bit fun if you're both trying to catch it. Well, if Piggy's trying to catch it, Kermit, and you've got to grab the key to open and close the doors. It's kind of an interesting cat and mouse kind of game, but whether there was supposed to be anything else to it, I don't know. I don't know what else you could really do with it. Not that Atari games really do anything more complicated, but yeah interesting. Basically, in this prototype, if Miss Piggy touches Kermit, the game freezes. You've got to reset it. Doesn't help if Kermit touched Miss Piggy, though. And yeah, that's it, really. There's not really much else to say about this. This is, it's a bit of history. This is the first ever Muppets game. There's just not really anything to it. Let's just show you the cover, shall we? Ta-da! There you go, it's not backlogged. Miss Piggy's Wedding is a 2-player game. Let's just look at that cover. There it is. For kids of all ages. A skill and action video game for the Atari 2600 VCS. The game was advertised in Atari catalogs, but never managed to final release due to Atari's cancellation of their children's series. Prototype of the game was discovered in the late 90s by a private collector. This is the prototype. I think there's a couple of different prototypes, some earlier ones which are even less playable. This is the most playable. This is as far as the game got, as far as I can tell. Object of the game was for one player to maneuver Kermit through the church and outside to a waiting taxi without getting caught by Miss Piggy, controlled by the second player who insists they be married. You get the idea. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing to it. There is zilch to it. It's not finished. You can't really rate it or judge it. Might have been fun if it was finished and there was an objective or if anything worked, but there isn't. That's it. But that is the very first Muppets game. Interesting start, but not really much to say about it. We will see then next time the actual first Muppets game, won't we? That'll be fun. Join me for that.